In chapter 14, verse 1, it says, and Samson went down to Timnah looking for a wife. To go down to Timnah means that he went into enemy territory looking for a woman. He went into the enemy's land looking for someone to pair himself up with, and that was against his authority. Israel had been warned not to intermarry with foreigners because God didn't want the idolatry of others to come into the family of Israel. But when Samson saw what he wanted, he said, I like what I see and I want what I see. And so although his parents had told him not to do it, he said, I like her for she is right in my eyes. Because in those days, everybody did what was right in their own eyes. 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, my brothers. For what fellowship has righteousness with lawlessness? What communion has light with darkness? Yet Samson goes down to Timnah to look for a woman. Brothers, let me just stick a pin and pause right here and let you know that if she's not saved, she's not single. If she's not saved, she's already got a man. His name is Satan. So if she's not saved, leave her alone. Because you'll be crossing over into enemy territory, going down to find you a woman. Samson went down to Timnah. And he says the reason he went down is because she was right in my eyes. He chooses a wife outside of God's authority. He chooses a wife without consulting God. He chooses a wife without consulting his parents. And the criteria for her is she was fine. I don't care if she's bad for me. She's fine. I don't care if she did my friend wrong. She's fine. I don't care if she's using up all my money. Did you see her? Samson said she was right with my eyes. And because she was right with my eyes, Samson goes down to Timnah to find him a wife, going to the enemy's territory to try to find someone to be your mate, going to the enemy's territory to trying to unite yourself with someone for the rest of your life is a recipe for disaster. Samson was a slave to his own desires. He let his eyes overrule his calling and his purpose. Because when it came time to make the decision of who he wanted to spend his life with, he didn't follow the Lord. He followed his lust. And because she looked good, he threw everything else out the window. You know, you can't just say it's all Samson's fault, though. Because as I read the chapter, I think that Manoah should have had something to say. His dad said, well, didn't you find someone in our family? Didn't you see someone in the nation of Israel, of your own people? And then Samson says, I want what I want. After that, Manoah, his dad should have pulled him to the side. Said, look here, son, you're about to make a serious decision. And you may want to think twice about who you join yourself with. Manoah should have said, Samson, men of God are not ruled by their eyes. Men of God are not ruled by their appetites. Men of God are not ruled by their appetites. Men of God are led by God's word and God's purpose.